Hey, what's up, man? You look rough.
Yeah, mate. I'm stuck in this fog for a long time now.
Oh, what kind of a fog is it?
You know, it's just like my hair right now. It's completely out of control, and I don't really know what's happening up here. During the inspirational phase of the design process, designers have so many questions to ask. There's so many angles to look into. There's so many questions to ask. There's so many research to be done. And designers can often get overloaded with the information they conceive. I'm definitely stuck in this bubble right now, and please help me to get out of here.
Alright, no worries, man. Let me tell you a research method that could perhaps help you out from this creative fog that you're in now. I'm going to introduce you to the Analogous Inspiration.
Oh, cool. Tell me about it.
Analogous Inspiration is a design research method that is used quite a lot by a company called IDEO. When we look at the famous double diamond creative process from the Design Council, Analogous Inspiration will sit in the discovery phase before defining the problem. It helps designers to really narrow down on the insights and focus on the particular area they're very interested in. That's why this could potentially help you out from this creative fog. Analogous Inspiration is a design research method that allows you to find inspiration in the most unlikely places. And when I say unlikely places, I really meant it. You could find inspirations from a smelly toilet or a smelly back alley, or you could go to a 6-star amazing hotel to have the best ever experience that you could ever imagine. Inspirations are everywhere around you. Analogous inspirations help designers to get a fresh perspective on the research project by shifting their focus to a new context.
Okay, so what's so special about it?
Basically, there are two kinds of innovation. Incremental innovation, it doesn't require moving far from the known world. It creates a very low orbiting ideas that are very predictable. However, disruptive innovation is all about shifting the focus to the unknown, creating high orbiting ideas, and these ideas are often unpredictable and very unique. So this is where Analogous experience become very special. It helps us to launch into the area of the high orbiting ideas.
Interesting. Can you give me an example?
Of course, the best way to explain something is always by giving examples. Let me tell you about the analogous experience that our team did recently. Our brief was about how might we assist travelers to have a better experience in planning, booking and experiencing UK trips. Our team did desk research, they interviewed many people, talking to strangers on the streets, and we really got too many information to process. It is kind of going nowhere. But after this analogous experience that we went to, we found something pretty amazing. Let me tell you about my experience.
Cool, tell me about it.
Okay, our team went to the escape room in Manchester for our Analogous Inspiration because we wanted to understand how a group of people overcome challenges in a difficult scenario. What we learned from the escape room is people often get frustrated and annoyed when they are set with a challenge. But cleverly, the staff from the escape room give a subtle hint along the journey. It calmed us down and helped us to move on. It was a very joyful experience at the end. Our team really enjoyed it. So to apply this insight back to our brief, we could potentially look into improving customer service by giving people subtle tips when they are frustrated when they are planning a trip. Moreover, we also have some unexpected inspirations. We discovered that strangers are more likely to talk when they are going through the same experience. We, as a team, were waiting in the lounge area before our game, and people that already finished their game saw us and started telling us about their experience. We became friends immediately. So this gives us another magical insight to look into. We are very curious on why people start talking to us on a random kind of scenario. Analogous inspiration can help you to isolate elements of an experience that is not directly related to the brief. You can apply what you have learned from the experience to the brief that you're working on. And the best thing about Analogous experience is you can finally get out of your desk and get some fresh air, which apparently could help you to be more creative.
How do you prepare for your Analogous inspiration?
Sure, I'll tell you about it. First of all, get a large piece of paper, right? Sorry, there's not a large piece of paper at all, but we can deal with it. So we have to fold this paper into threes. And in the first column, write down the distinct activity, behaviors, and emotions that you're interested to find out in your research. So in the second column, write down a setting or situation where you might observe this activity, behavior, or emotion. So for example, if the behavior is people are addicted to phones, which is really true. People are really going on Instagram every day, in the toilet, everywhere. So the parallel situation might be looking at why people are so addicted to online gaming. So in the third column, simply put down how you can gain this information from. So for this example, go to a Gamescom with your team. It doesn't matter really like if it's geeky or not. You might have a really good time, you never know. So this is the place where you can find people that are truly passionate about what they do, about their games, why they play this game so much. You can find all these answers there. And perhaps you can even play a game with them and just get beaten up really badly. What should you be doing after your analogous experience? Now, you should have listed many analogous inspirations that your team has come up with. It should be very, very exciting. Next, have your team to vote on the experience that they are interested to observe for inspiration. Might be a difficult process to have that compromisation, but definitely worth going through. And lastly, pack your bags and go visit the place. So when you make your visit, make sure to have fun, of course, but also pay really close attention to what it is that you want to understand and remain open to all kinds of inspiration that it pops up. When you're done with the analogous experience, you could potentially be so pumped up already because you're getting totally inspired. You just want to jump into the work again and just move on. However, keep that spirit with you and quickly download about the experience you just had by asking questions like, what was the activity? Why did you originally choose it? Were there any other unexpected relevant items? What were you thinking, feeling, saying, and doing? What could be borrowed from the scenario back to your design challenge? Anything else that feels useful and important? Quickly download everything that is still fresh in your brain. Don't lose it over a night or something. Really do it really quick. So after downloading your experience, share with your group over a cup of tea about your experience and discuss what we've learned as a team for this experience. What happens if I didn't get any inspiration from the analogous experience? Good question, very tricky indeed. So first of all, list down all the pain points that you had for the experience and try to think about those pain points relating back to your brief, whether they are relevant or not. So if it doesn't work, nothing comes out from there, don't worry. List out the pleasure points. You had fun, right? List out everything that makes you happy and to see whether those happy moments can relate back to the happy moments from your brief as well. Or if it still doesn't work, you know what, just go home, take a break, have a coffee with a friend, go out for a walk. And it's very good to ease off a little bit and come back to it with a fresh mind. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you have get any insights or not. Really, like, it's amazing time for your team to bond together. Our team got really, really close after this analogous inspiration. So definitely try it out for a team bonding session, or you want more inspiration. It is an amazing tool that's ever invented. Thank you so much, man. I guess by doing this analogous inspiration can help me to get rid of this creative bubble that I'm in now. Let me sort my hair out and get some better clothes, and I will go out to get inspired. Thank you very much for listening.